Hello and welcome to News Daily. I'm Sarah Allen and it's been a busy day for several clubs around the league as the NAB AFL Trade Period continues. Today on the show, the Magpies eye a key defender. We get an update from our recruiting team on Callum Brown and Josh Dacos, and we take a look at Tom Phillips' Indian adventure for an extremely good cause. But first to the news of the day. And after the departure of defender Nathan Brown over the weekend, we have reportedly moved today to acquire Melbourne's Lyndon Dunn. Dunn toured the Holden Centre this morning as both clubs work towards an acceptable deal for the under-contract defender. At 192 centimetres, Dunn has played 165 games in an 11-year career at Melbourne. Now, there is no official word on a completed deal as yet, but we'll bring you that news if and when it breaks. Around the league, and there's been a buzz of activity today with a number of trades completed. The first came at 10 a.m. this morning with Gold Coast, Brisbane and Port Adelaide completing a three-way deal involving the swap of draft picks, which will make Pierce Hanley a Sun in 2017. Melbourne unveiled four-time premiership player Jordan Lewis in the red and blue today after he was traded from Hawthorn in exchange for a third and fourth round draft pick. And finally, Joel Hamling will return to his home state of Western Australia after being traded to Fremantle with a third and fourth round selection, with the Bulldogs receiving picks 35, 43 and 61 in return. As we've seen around the league this past fortnight, the swapping of future draft picks has added another element to the NAB AFL Trade Period. Earlier, we caught up with Collingwood National Recruiting Assistant Dominic Malisi, who gave his take on the added scope that trading future draft picks allows.
Yeah, I think the trading of future picks is a fantastic inclusion into the draft. I think it helps get deals done a bit easier. It means you've got to look a bit further ahead in terms of assessing the draft pool for next year's draft to see the strength of that. But I certainly think it's been a really good addition, and it certainly makes things more interesting because you have to think of things on the run a bit more. In terms of Callum Brown and Josh Dacos, which are our two father-sons potentially this year, we've been in constant dialogue with them and their families over the course of the year. To give you a bit of background, the father-son rules changed a couple of times since I've started working here. So it's now done on the night of the draft. So we basically have to assess Callum and Josh like all the other players in the draft. It's probably a bit unfortunate in that the romance of the father-son, which everyone really enjoys, we sort of have to put that aside a little bit and assess the players like any other player in the draft pool and then make a decision at the time in the draft that someone makes a bid.
Now, while Bali and Europe have been off-season hotspots for a number of Magpies, one decided to take a different path. Tom Phillips has recently had the experience of a lifetime, travelling through India as part of the Run India campaign. Let's have a quick look at some of the footage from Tom's inspirational journey.
Walking into a little village and community there, a lot of kids. It's a hard environment for them.
Anthony, Tom and I are currently visiting Reshma and her family. We're in a really small room right now where two families live and sleep here, which is about 10 people.
Pretty overwhelming experience going in there. There's about 10 of us in the room, but could barely fit one person. And how they can all live together harmoniously, and the happiness they all share and the smiles they bring to our faces. Really have great appreciation for what they're learning, where they're staying, and the environment they're in.
Great stuff there from Tom. That full video is available online now at collingwoodfc.com.au. Well, that's all to report today, but with just 2 days remaining in the NAB AFL Trade Period, there's still plenty of news to come. Thanks for watching News Daily. We'll see you again tomorrow. Go Pies!